What's good, y'all? Welcome to the one and only Pinnacle Game, and I'm back at it with another video. Today we're talking about HBO's The Last of Us adaptation. So right now they're currently casting for Ellie's role, and they're also casting for Joel's role. The only news that's came out recently is regarding Ellie. Pretty much right now they're casting Ellie, and there's a few options that they have for Ellie. Now guys, for some of you that may not know, the hit video game franchise The Last of Us is actually being adapted into an HBO series by Chernobyl's creator Craig Mazin, and also by Neil Druckmann, which is Naughty Dog's creative director. Now guys, if you want to know more information about this, I'll leave the link down below in the description to my previous video. Moving forward to this news story, Ellie, for those of y'all who don't know, is one of the main protagonists in The Last of Us video game. And pretty much Ellie is a very complex character in Naughty Dog's The Last of Us post-apocalyptic series. She's a teenage girl, accompanying the game protagonist Joel, controlled by the player. And her unique immunity to the Cordyceps fungus that has ravaged humans' society means she represents humankind's last hope. Speculations about who HBO will cast for Joel's roles are already being made, as I said earlier, guys. Now, The Last of Us has a complex plot that has an extended series and has ample time to explore. It also includes fleshing out Ellie's character, and that's exactly what they plan to do in this series. Neil Druckmann, Naughty Dog's creative director, will also be involved in the production of the script in the HBO series, like I said earlier, and it's likely he would want an actress capable of translating Ellie's nuances from the game into the TV screen. Now guys, pretty much this article just answers the question, or at least attempts to answer the question, who should play as Ellie in this new HBO adaptation? Let's get into it. Alright y'all, well the first one that we have up to bat is Caitlin Denver. She's a strong contender for the role of Ellie in The Last of Us. Watching her character, guys, if you ever seen her character in like Netflix Booksmart, is in some ways kind of like watching Ellie in another timeline. One where the apocalypse never happened. Now, Denver has already worked for Naughty Dog previously, voicing Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, as Casey Drake. Her character in that game is a smart treasure hunter, following her parents' path. Now guys, it would be pretty interesting to see Denver embodying an orphan with an assigned father figure. Every second that Joel spends with Ellie reminds him of what being a father was like, as his daughter died many years prior. Alright y'all, moving to the next person, we have Maisie Williams, best known for playing Games of Thrones, Arya Stark. She's already spoken about the possibility of embodying Ellie in the series. When the news first came out about an adaptation being made, Twitter fans were all over it to have Maisie's for the role. She was originally going to play the role in the film adaptation of Spider-Man directed by Sam Raimi, but the project was put on hold. Alright guys, we're moving forward to the next possible cast member for Ellie. We have Jojo Rabbit's promising star, Thomas Mackenzie. She's also another strong option, guys, to play as Ellie. She's already played a similar role in the movie Leave No Trace, in which her father had decided to live legally in the wild. Her performances leave viewers equally captivated and impressed. She will undoubtedly do the same if she's cast as Ellie, because Ellie is a complex character who has been raised to survive in a hostile environment. The role has to go with somebody with skills in order to convey her depth of character, and Mackenzie definitely possesses those skills. Another actress that could play as Ellie in this role would be Netflix's I'm Not Okay With This. Sophie's Lillis has proven her worth as an actress in both the Netflix screen and the It movies. The New Yorker is already experienced in bringing strong female characters with complicated upbringings to life on screen, so she would likely do a superb job starring in The Last of Us as Ellie. Now, Lillis actually resembles Ellie physically, so, at the tender age of 18 years old, she's still young enough to be believable to play as a young teenager. If her prior roles hadn't been enough to show Lillis' potential, being a lead in HBO series could be what puts her star on the map. Now, last but not least, guys, we have Millie Bobby Brown. She's also another excellent option to play as Ellie. You might know her from the Stranger Things on Netflix, a very popular series. Now, Eleven's story has parallels to Ellie's. Both characters are young women who grew up in a very difficult condition, and as a result are strong individuals who had to fight most of their lives. She's also one of the few actresses on this list who are actually within age range for Ellie. As Millie being 16, Millie would give the character a more realistic appearance according to her age. The child star is a fan favorite for the role and would definitely be able to meet the expectations the character raises. It is almost impossible not to see her in a role like this, and that sure does play in her favor. Now guys, seeing as Ellie is gay in the game and has also been confirmed to stay gay in the adaptation, it is understandable that the fans want a proper representation. Perhaps this is part of the reason why Ellen Page is also a memorable mention, is among the fans' favorites for the role of Ellie. Paige also had previous experience in the video game industry, as she was inspired for Jodie Holmes and Quantum Dreams Beyond Two Souls. The main problem with Paige Ellie in The Last of Us adaptation is the age gap. Since Paige is 33 years old, even though the actress has a youthful appearance, even with the magic of CGI, the age difference is a significant barrier. A 33-year-old passing as a 14-year-old is just unrealistic and unnecessary, given how many other more appropriate options there are. Now guys, personally, I'm rooting for Millie Bobby Brown from the Stranger Things, and I'm also voting for Ellen Page, seeing as those two actors are my favorite amongst this entire group. Now guys, tell me who you think deserves to be in this role as Ellie for HBO's new show, The Last of Us. Make sure you guys comment down below who do you think best fits for this role, guys. Make sure you smack that like button, make sure you hit that sub button, guys, and make sure those notifications are always on so you never miss a video. See you later, guys, and thank you for watching.